Today, I have brought you an interesting problem. The problem is before you on the screen, which reads as a charged particle of mass m and charge q. Charged particle of mass m and charge q is moved from rest x is equal to 0 by an electric field E is equal to this. So as you can see, our charged particle, if we plot on the xy axis, this is your x axis and this is your y axis. That means, and this is 0. Here x is equal to 0. And a charged particle is there, suppose q is there, it is moving in an electric field, and electric field, direction of the electric field is this E0 minus alpha x I, correct? And of course, one more thing is given, it is starting from rest, then V is also 0 here. That means it will experience a force at x is equal to 0 and it will move in the direction of positive x-axis like this. Now, let us read further. Find the distance moved by the particle when it again is brought to rest, and the acceleration of the particle at that instant. That means what we have to find out? We have to find out, suppose this particle comes here and velocity becomes 0. Then we have to find out this distance. Suppose this point is A and this point is B. So we have to find out the distance between A and B. And here again, what is given? It is velocity is 0. And of course, acceleration जो है, that is also required to be found out. So, and then the question says, describe the motion of the particle, correct? So we have to describe the motion of the particle also. As you know that when a charge is there in the electric field, then what force acts on it? That is F is equal to Q into E. And if there is a force, then there will be acceleration, and acceleration will be like this, or we can write it Q E. E is given, that is E0 minus alpha x, correct? So what is acceleration? Acceleration is basically QE upon m, or we can write it as QE0 minus alpha x. This is the acceleration which is there at point A. At point A. Now we have to find out the acceleration at point B, but before that we have to convert it into velocity function because A is a function of x. So we know that V dV by dx is nothing but Q upon m E0 minus alpha x, or we can simplify it, V dV is equal to Q upon m E0 minus alpha x dx. Now we can integrate it. Here, when x is 0, our velocity is 0. Suppose when x is x, velocity is v. Here it is dx. So what will be our function? That is v square by 2 must be equal to qm p0 x minus alpha x square by 2, and this we can now, within this limit, we can find out that this will come as v square upon 2 is equal to qm, that is e square e0x minus alpha x square by 2. Correct. So this is the expression we have got in terms of v and x. Now at point B, b is again 0, and if we put b again 0, then what we will get e0x minus alpha x square by 2 will be 0, or x will be equal to 2e0 upon alpha. So this is the distance which we are interested in, and so distance between A and B is this distance between A to B. Correct. So our first answer is 2e0 upon alpha. Now next thing is we have to find out acceleration also at this point, at B. Acceleration also we have to find out. How you are going to find out acceleration? We know that A is nothing but A is it is a function of x, that is e0 minus alpha x. If we put the value of x, then what would be A at B? A at B will be q upon m e0 minus alpha into 2 e0 upon alpha, and this will be nothing but alpha cancels out. This is minus e0 upon m, of course q will be there. So this is the acceleration, and this is coming minus, or vectorially if we write it like this, so this will be minus. So our acceleration is basically at B, it will be towards A. That means what is happening? Let us see how we are going to define the motion. At A, particle was moving with acceleration, and when it comes to B, the particle velocity which increases in between, that comes to 0, and the particle again turns back, because here the acceleration is minus q v0 upon m, which is towards A. So that means the particle will be moving a to and fro motion between A and B. To and fro motion between A and B. Correct? Because here also velocity is 0. Here also velocity is 0. Correct? Once it comes to A, again velocity will be 0 and acceleration will be in this direction, and then again here velocity will be 0 and acceleration will be in this direction. What would be the mean position? Mean position will be nothing but in between this distance, and that is x is equal to, here it is 2 E0 alpha, so it will be E0 upon. So this is how we can solve this question. I hope you understood all the parameters here. It was a very good question, and this is how we are going to. I hope you must have liked this solution. So if you like the solution, if you like this video, please do subscribe my channel, and we are going to bring more and more interesting problems pertaining to JEE Mains and JEE Advanced for you. Thank you very much.